All right, gang. We are into it. We are into it. What is up? Fixing the webcam. Please hold. All right, is that good? I think that's good. Okay, cool. Let me double check the stream. Yeah, okay, everything's looking good. All right, so here's the thing. Sorry about last time. That's on me. Like I said, this is my first time streaming. Now it's the second. So I didn't quite do a very good job of making sure that the stream was like working great and everything. So now we're relegated to just Twitch. I will be uploading all the VODs onto... I should be looking over here. I will be uploading all the VODs onto YouTube after every stream. But I cannot stream on YouTube. I really tried to get it to work, but it just will not work no matter what I do. It's just so laggy and stuttery and just a big old mess. So we're here, and that's still pretty good. I'm still pretty excited about that. So yeah, I say, let's just fucking get into it. My dog is here on the floor next to me. She's chilling. I wish I could show you her, but she is straight chilling right now. So if she starts grumbling or playing with a toy, that's what's going on there. But like I said before, picking up from where we were last time, we were working on the, what do you call it? The throne mod for, Whiterun. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my reference board. And so last time we compiled this little reference board together. Very helpful, and I plan on putting it to good use today. I want to get started on the model. I'm going to be streaming for about, say, 2 hours, probably. Yeah, about 2 hours, maybe 2.5. I guess we'll just see. Let's not put a time on it. We'll see. I need to move the cam over here or something, because I'm always looking over here, not there, where I should be. But this is where I have this left monitor. Is where I have all my stream info. This is my other monitor, my drawing monitor, with the webcam above it. But anyways, so, I also wanted to show off something cool I've been working on. Let's just go ahead, not my file system. Let's go ahead and let me show that off first. So, as some of you may know, I'm also a programmer. It's one of my skills. I'm also a programmer though, and I've been developing a program that is like mostly working right now, called the Bethesda Mega Modding Tool. Is this right here? Making it in Godot 4, if anyone's familiar with that. It's pretty cool. What I plan on it being is a big like list of like a big compilation of tools. Right now I only have one because that's all I could think of making. It's a mod compiler where basically you feed in all of your mod assets and then you click a button and it creates the folder structure and puts everything where it needs to go for you, and then plops it out wherever you want, and then you zip it up and just toss it on the Nexus. It's because I personally find compiling the mod and making the folder structure to be very long and very tedious, especially if you're working on like a big mod. It could take like an hour to do it, and the idea is that this will cut down on that extremely significantly. So there's a little about page where I talk about the tool itself, or I guess the program, because this is the app, but it's got multiple tools in it. Well, it's got one, but it will be multiple. See more coming soon. So if you guys have ideas for tools you would like to see me make to make your modding experience easier, let me know. And if it's possible, I'll do it. Because I would like this to have more than just one tool. Because right now it's just the Bethesda modding tool. There's no Mega. In the little about section, it's got the link to my YouTube and Twitch, my email if you have any suggestions or bugs or whatever, my Nexus. And as you can see, the icon for the program is Maik the Liar from Morrowind. No reason for that beyond the fact that I just think it's funny. I also put a little contributor section here. I would like to get it translated maybe, and so, you know, once I'm working on like localization, that's where that will go, and like if I open source it, contributors will go there and stuff like that. Also, I plan on putting my channel members and some other people here as well, just as a you help make it happen sort of deal. So anyways, we'll go back to the main menu. I'll actually show off the tool now. So this is the mod compiler. See here the asterisk on the little required components, and it says required up here. So this is basically how it works. And I know we're off topic already, but just bear with me because I think this is a great program. Not just because I made it. So I have some test files. Let me pull up the test files. If I can pull up the test files. All right. On my desktop here, you see I got test files. So these are just like a bunch of files that I swiped from a bunch of mods, some of my own included, just so I could test this sucker out. So first things first, we want to load our exe, or our ESP. God, I'm fucking stupid. We want to load our ESP, so we'll go into test files. And so this is the ESP that I'm choosing to use just for testing purposes, and the name of it shows up there. It does get cut off. Nothing to do about that. And then this is where things get like, I need to explain it a little bit. The way I try to make this as modular as a system as possible, so it could work for pretty much any mod. So I'm going to go ahead and add what I'm calling a component. And a component is just like, think of this like as a folder, right? So we'll say this is going to be a folder name. So let's say we're making my Skyforged Steel weapons mod. So this component would be the Warhammer. This is one of the weapons. We can even name it like Skyforged Warhammer. Component type, there's a bunch of different supported types to make sure that everything is being put into the correct directory. We'll just put weapon. And this has textures and meshes involved with it, but you can also put sounds and animations. So we'll grab some textures. Test files. I'm just going to copy those real quick. And then we'll grab some of these we'll grab the Warhammer textures. And then we'll grab the meshes, Warhammer, open, and then click confirm component. And there you go right there. So basically, if for each component you have, it'll create a folder in the correct directories for everything. That is that component. So you can separate things as you want. So you could separate it. You know, for in this case, I'm making a weapons mod. I could separate it by weapons if I wanted. Or what I could do is this is just, you know, a weapon. And I could just go ahead and put all of the textures in there. And then I could put, sorry, excuse me, that was disgusting. And then I could put all the meshes in there. And then we'll just name this Skyforged Steel weapons. So you can set this up. Oh my god, I have a band-aid on my finger. It's hard to type. But you can set this up pretty much however you want. And you can have more than one of the same type of component or whatever. Doesn't matter. It also supports scripts. So if you have scripts for your mod, we can go ahead and just pop one of those suckers in there. These are just random scripts I found in other mods. And then we're going to name our mod. So this is going to be Skyforged Steel Remastered. Over here, you can put in a README if you want to README. We'll just put, this is a mod. Please download. Okay. And then now you choose your output, so where you want this to go. I'm just going to throw this on my desktop. I'm going to select the desktop. And now, I'm going to close Blender so you can see this. Now, we just click Compile Mod, compiling. See the folder pop up? Boom, the folder's right there. So oh yeah, okay. So you got the mod folder, got the README. I thought it was broken for a second. Let me open up the README. Here's the README. It says this is a mod. Please download. Data. You got your ESP right there. Meshes right here, and like I said, this is where the components come in. It separates. So you have meshes, weapons. That's where all the weapons go in the Skyrim directory. And then you have, I spelled remastered wrong, but this is the mod's name, so this is this. So you get a mod folder, and then inside the folder you get a folder for each one of the components that you create. per directory, obviously. So like if I had like a actors or like an NPC component here, it wouldn't show up in weapons, obviously. And then it copies everything over. And same thing with scripts. We got our scripts here, and then our textures here. But yeah, that's just like a little example of the tool, and then you can go back to the main menu, and then boom, there you go. So anyways, that's the tool I've been working on. Like I said, it's pretty much working right now, or at least the mod compiler is. I'm going to be sending it off to some modders that I know to have them test it out for me. Make sure that there's no like big bugs or anything like that, but I do plan on releasing this for free just for anyone to download to use if they want to. And if you're interested in using this, let me know. I'd love to see if this is like a tool that some people are going to want to use, and if you have idea for more tools that I can add to the program, please let me know, because I'd really love to. I threw all this together in like a couple days, but I'm really proud of how it came out. There's a lot of hours of work in the last like few days, but it's pretty cool. So anyways, let's get back to what we're actually supposed to be doing here today, which is making the Whiterun throne. Now last time stream crapped out while I was trying to get the OBJ, right? I don't know if I actually ever pulled it out. Let's see if I pulled it out. Export OBJ. I also, because of the last video, is it in here? I think it's in here. Because of the last stream, I created a little video. Oh wait, no, not export. We don't want to export. We want to import. I always fucking do that. The dumbass. Oops. Wait, hold on. Because of the last video, or last stream rather, I decided to go ahead and, no sir, not in there. I decided to go ahead and, I think I overrid it at some point. Okay, so we're gonna have to get that sucker back. I decided to go ahead and, my brain's not working. Oh, make a little tutorial on how to get the vanilla textures just auto-populate on vanilla NIFs. So if you ever were curious how my textures, or how when I import a vanilla NIF into NIFscope, how the textures just auto-populate like this, if you were ever curious on how that happens, you can go watch. I made a short about it. It's like a minute long, and I also uploaded it as a video that you can watch. It only takes a second, but it's really simple. You just go up to it's options. Yeah, options, and then resources, and then you click auto detect game paths right here, and then in archives you click auto detect archives, and then you click apply, and then they're all there. Anywho, let's get this sucker out of here. We need you. Come with me. To Blender. Export OBJ. Yes, that's fine. Vanilla. Save. Yes. Okay. Let's get this sucker in here. OBJ. And I'm importing this so we can get a file. So we can get a file reference. Because I need a size reference. To know how big to make this throne. Because I want to generally like line up everything. Let's get the statistics on this bitch. 2,370 polygons. See, one thing I really got to commend the wonderful creators, the wonderful creators of so many of Bethesda's most beloved models, is that they did a very good job of optimizing all of their models. All these models have always been so well optimized. 2,000? That ain't nothing to me, man. And then tries to quads. I just want to get a look at the topology here. And then, oh wow, so it's just fucked. Hold on. Where is this? Basically, so in ye olden days, UV unwrapping was done by actually physically like grabbing one of these guys and then splitting it like that. Since we don't live in the Stone Age anymore, we don't have to do that. But when I pulled this in, I had to merge all the vertices by distance, so there's no longer that issues of them being all fucked up and stupid and split apart. But the reason I also put it to quads just so I could get a better look at it. It doesn't really work that well most of the time when you set it to quads like this, but it does not matter. I just wanted to get a general look at it, and it looks pretty good actually. I'm pretty impressed. But anywho, I want to fix this so I can look at it, because right now the shading on it is all fucked up and stupid. Where is it? It's been a minute. Geometry data. There we go. Get rid of split normals, and now we're looking good. All right. So what's cool about this is that I think that these are supposed to be dragons, because horses don't have this shit on their head. So they also went with the dragon motif. They're sort of stealing my thunder here, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. And so here's the deal. I want to get started. So I like this and all. I do. I like the general shape, but it's too fucking rigid. It's like this would hurt my back to sit on all day. That's why Balgruff is constantly slouching, because this shit's uncomfy. We need to make it a little bit more comfy. So here's the idea. I'm going to just block this out at first. I'm going to pull this to the side here, so you guys won't be able to see this, but I will be able to see it, and that's what's important. Also, I just realized whenever I started the stream, so all the music is by, it says it down here, is by Harris Heller. It's a Stream Beats, I guess, collection. It's just good for using on stream. But this song here that I just started playing, Ambient Gold, I always start off my streams with this song because I like it a lot, and I want to Pavlov all of you into whenever you hear this song, you think of me, because I'm vain. Very good song. I honestly think it's probably his most popular one, so you've almost certainly heard other people use it before, but it's a good song. Anyways, I'm gonna close NIF, but I didn't do that this time. I didn't. So I apologize if any of you were missing that, even though I know you weren't. Okay, so here's the deal. I like chunky. Chunky looks comfy, even though this is also rigid and fucking definitely wouldn't be comfy. I like chunky, and I also like all this, like the carvings on like the facade of it. But I also really like this. So I think we're good to do a mix of like these two here. Maybe grab one of these guys and, carve it into here. This was a cool idea of having like the dragon skulls like on the front and stuff, but I just truthfully, I don't know if that's the move. I don't think it's the move. Quite honestly, I don't think it's the move. I think this is. So we're gonna go with that, or we're gonna start with that. If it doesn't end up working out, it doesn't work out, and that's fine. So let's get the cube in here, and we're just gonna scale that sucker up. 3D cursor. All right, and I'm not really going to be explaining the modeling process too much, just because this is a fairly, it's just 3D modeling. Most people just kind of know how to do this by now, I would imagine. If I'm a dumbass. I'm gonna separate that just so I can get rid of it and so I can see. I feel like most people by now, this is gonna try to be bananas. I feel like most people by now, if you're watching me, you probably have some idea on how 3D modeling works. So I'm not just gonna be explaining every single button press and stuff that I make. So if that's what you came here for, I apologize. This is more me talking to you and you watching me talk while I make it. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna bevel this because I do want to kind of follow the same shape, because that's a comfy shape. That's a formed to Balgruff's Balgruff, if you know what I'm saying. If you ask me right now. And then I'm going to There we go. I like that. That's good. And like I said before, we're going to be kind of following like this Stark like shape. I like that. Likes that quite a bit. But I also do want it looking more noble. What's cool about this seat here, is that it does feel noble to me at the end of the day. Why is this back like that? That just belongs like there. But this does feel noble to me. And I like the noble feel. Oh, that's why it's all fucked up. Hold on. Please hold. There you go. I do like the noble feeling quite a bit. And so that's something I would like to stick with, personally. I want it to feel like a true Jarl sits upon this throne. I don't want it to feel like just Joe Schmo sits on the throne, you know? Because thrones aren't for Joe Schmo. Alright, and then this is going to be new throne. Alright. So let's hide that sucker again. And now we got to pull up. We got to pull up. I could probably just mirror this, couldn't I? Yeah, I could. We're going to use our brain. Think smarter, not harder, and all that. Shit. You know what? I'm doing this the easy way. Whenever I can't get the cut tool to work how I want it to work, I always just use the bisect tool and then frame it up. So I'll show you how to do that. This is a hot tip. Knife, bisect. So we're just going to bisect this. Does not matter how it looks, because what we're going to do is we are going to press scale and then X and then 0, and then now it's all framed up in the middle. You do have to have the 3D cursor set up correctly. It has to be at the world origin, because it will scale up based off of where your 3D cursor is. But pro tip, that's how I bisect things. So now we're gonna get rid of all this Now we're gonna get rid of all this garbage, and then we're gonna mirror it. This menu here, this shit, I don't fuck with it. I liked it when it just came up with all of them at once. I like a clean UI, but this new list of shit, I don't like that. I don't like that I gotta sift through a list now. It's like one extra step, but I don't like it. If you like it, that's great. But sorry, you're wrong. The old way was way better. And that's my hot take of the day. That's what you're getting. Let's go ahead, and I know topology gore. Let's not talk about it right now. We'll fix it later. This is the part for fun, not the part for you guys to make fun of me because my topology is bad. I went to college. I know what I'm doing. I did go to college. If you ever get the chance to go to Full Sail University, fucking don't. I don't really regret my college experience, but you will definitely get a better college experience if you go literally anywhere else. Fuck Full Sail, TBH. And I'll say it again. I'll say it as many times as you guys need me to. Don't go to Full Sail. Okay, this is the part that I thought was important. We gotta make sure that we're lining up this shit. I do like the little cutout here. I might keeps with that. Alright. Now's the time where we actually have to do things correctly. I'm pressing C to cut through everything. There we go. Fixing the topology a little bit earlier than normal. That's okay. Might as well just fix this while we're here. That cut through everything. Okay, cool. And then now we're going to bring this. Is this? Okay, yeah, it's doing it correctly. Now we're gonna bring this sucker down. I'm gonna, get rid of that. Bring this up here. There was this one guy that I used to watch stream every once in a while. He has a big bushy beard, And he also does stuff like this, like 3D modeling and stuff. And I thought he was really cool, but he hasn't streamed in a long time. He was like the only streamer I'd watch. I'm not a big streamer guy. I'm not big into like watching streams usually. Streaming has never really been like my thing, or like I guess watching streamers, because I actually learned I really enjoy streaming. This is fun, especially when people show up. That shit rocks. So follow my Twitch, so whenever I do stream, you can be here to keep me company and talk to me. Right now, no one's here. That's okay. I don't blame you for not being here. But I do appreciate how much everyone has been watching the VODs. The last VOD has like 100 views. Oh, we got somebody in chat. What is up, Jay Ronnie? We are just making a throne right now for Whiterun. You just popped in. You just popped in right as I was saying that no one's here. I'm glad that you're here with me though. But we are making a throne for Whiterun, if you're familiar with the game Skyrim. But this is part of a larger mod that I'm making, where we are repackaging, or I guess like redesigning all the thrones, because I felt that the thrones in Skyrim were kind of boring, and I felt like they could use a little bit of an update. Hey man, I'm here to just chat. You know me, or I guess you don't know me, but I'm here to just chat. I'm actually new to streaming. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned that, but I am new to streaming. I just started the other day. This is my second stream, so apologies if I make some mistakes here. I'm new to this, but I appreciate you popping in. I like to chat. I'm a YouTuber normally, but I just got into streaming for the fun of it, and so I'm getting used to it. But I do appreciate you coming on in. This rocks. But yeah, like I said, we're just kind of making, this is the kind of reference board that I'm working off of right now. Going again for that like Norse theme, because, you know, Nords and Skyrim and all that. But I'm also trying to keep like a dragon theme, because Whiterun, Dragon's Reach, that sort of thing. So yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. I definitely want to make it a lot bigger. I like the scale of this one, sort of like the dichotomy of it. The idea is I'm gonna make this sucker huge, because it's a Jarl's throne. You know, it's one of the, and you know, it's Whiterun. It's one of the most important holds in the entire game. Balgruuf's gotta have a big throne. He deserves it. So that is the idea. Oh. Are you a 3D modeler? Are you interested in art and video games and all that? Or you're just popping in check it out? Let's see. Gonna bring out the back a little bit. I want this sucker chunky. This is the main reference I'm working off of right now. This big chunky guy here. I want it like that. But yeah, Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls is one of my favorite games personally. I really, really like the Elder Scrolls. Big fan. I'm gonna pull up the walls on this a little bit, because like we said, we want it. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna make this gigantic. You said make it big, and your wish is my command. Let's go ahead and merge these together. Merge it last, and then get rid of that edge. Okay, cool. I think this is a pretty cool size, in my opinion. Because I wish I had actually brought in like a model of like Balgruuf sitting on the throne or something, just so we can get an idea of, you know, how big he's gonna be. But that's okay. Ain't no big deal. And then we're gonna bring out the sides here a little bit. Probably actually gonna bring the model into game before I do any of the texturing or anything, just to make sure that it is big enough. I don't want to get into game and then realize that Balgruuf is like clipping into it and stuff. That would be very annoying. So I'm probably gonna bring it into game, hopefully during this stream, once I get like the block out finished. Oh, the block out's coming along pretty quickly here. Let's see. Let's get these walls up a little bit more. The thing is, I don't want to close off Balgruuf too much. You know, he's an important guy. It'd be kind of awkward if he was just like hiding in his throne. Doesn't feel right. And then we'll do a little bit of this. This is kind of a funny shape. I'm gonna bring these top bits here in like this. So I like the idea of some angles. Oh hell yeah! Sorry, I just saw your YouTube message. Jay Ronnie? Yeah, let me make a tab real quick. Jay Ronnie YouTube. I will for sure follow you on YouTube. What kind of content do you make? I would love to know what type of content you make. Are you like a big gamer? Hell yeah. Scale modeling in video games? That rocks. It's very cool. Like cars and stuff? Yeah, I have like tried many times to get into making like cars, like modeling cars and stuff. Cars ain't for me. I respect the hell out of you for making cars, because they are a tough one. Hard surface modeling in general is pretty tough. But what kind of games do you like? Like I said earlier, I'm a big Elder Scrolls guy. But I like a little bit of everything though, you know. What the hell's going on here? Alright, let's bring this in. I don't like these. I don't know what's going on with these shapes. They are not speaking to me. I think it's this right here. That was it. That's what was bugging me. You've tried Blender? Yeah, it's a great program, especially if you're just like learning. It is a pretty big learning curve. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of tools in Blender. And they just keep adding them, like geometry nodes and stuff. It's like almost too much. I love the Blender Foundation. They're fantastic, but it's like maybe let's focus on some of the let's maybe focus on the tools that are currently in Blender and making sure that those are, you know, really strong before we start adding all the extra stuff. Because like geometry nodes are really cool, but I feel like when it comes to like the sculpting and stuff in Blender, it could definitely be improved upon. And I feel like that's where maybe the focus should lie, but who knows? Who knows? I know they have one developer for like all the sculpting stuff or whatever, or like one main guy who does all of it. So maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here. Yeah, it does take a really long time to get good at it. I've been making models and stuff for about, oh god, it's been a long time. It's been years. I think closing in on a decade now. No, not quite that long. Definitely not that long. I'd say a little over half a decade. Sometimes it seems like open source software and free software get so many tools that it gets carried away. And hard for beginners to learn. Definitely, I 100% agree with that. And it's like great that, you know, we get so many tools for the people who need them. But like you said, for beginners specifically, it does get kind of tough for them to, you know, pick up on it. That's why I even created my channel to begin with. It's just because like there's so few people I mean, I guess nowadays there's a lot of people teaching how to use like Blender and stuff, but still there's never really enough people teaching how to use like Blender and stuff, because like you said, it's such a big program. and so many different tools to learn that it gets tough even for the most experienced users like me. There's definitely still some tools that I'm not super comfortable with, despite having done this for so long. But I guess that just kind of comes with the territory of, you know, of open source, because anybody can add in the tools like they want to it, which is like kind of the beauty of it, is adding in tools, you know, that you need that will help your workflow. But I don't know, it's like you said, it's an interesting problem to have, where you have like almost too many tools, almost like too many things to use. Because I'm not so sure, because like if you look at like an Adobe program or something like that, actually, you know, I was about to say, if you look at like an Adobe program, they don't have that issue, but Photoshop does exist. Photoshop has way too many tools. I'm gonna be honest, like most of the user base of like Photoshop and stuff doesn't use half of their tools. They don't need them. I certainly don't use all of like Photoshop's tools. You don't need them. It's too many. Get rid of them. I'm sure that's not gonna be a very popular opinion, but just too dang many, in my opinion. Problem is that people that want to use free tools don't want to spend $40 on Photoshop. They use GIMP, which is also not user friendly. GIMP, I'll say this a million times, GIMP is fucking ugly. It is hard to look at. That's, for so many years, that was the main reason why I couldn't use it. I was like, this is just too ugly to look at for long periods of time. It's like a great piece of software and all. If you learn how to use it, it does provide a lot of benefit. Especially not giving your money to Adobe. That's always a great benefit. But it's like, my God, like one thing that I feel like a lot of open source software lacks is a good UI. Because usually it's a lot of, I've come from the games industry where, you know, I've worked with a lot of different programmers and stuff. And what I've learned is that programmers typically are not very good at making UI. So they don't. And when, you know, you have an open source piece of software and the main people that are developing it, I'm just not realizing I should not have made this big box here. When you have a lot of people developing it, the people who are going to be able to add the most are the programmers that use it. And since they typically are not very good at making UI, that leads to a lot of the programs looking like ass. I think we need more artists working on open source. Beginners are going to want to use Photoshop or something first, and then they struggle forever on GIMP and give up. I agree completely. Yeah, especially when there is that, like, when that barrier to entry of like money is there. No one's going to be touching Photoshop as their first dip into like photo editing or whatever. They're going to want to try with something free first, you know? And that's why Blender is so beautiful and why so many people use Blender, is because it is free. And this is a lot of people's first experience with 3D modeling. But sort of a little bit like GIMP, it's got so many tools that it does get overwhelming to learn for some people. So yeah, I agree. There's definitely issues there that need to be solved. And this is not to knock on the Blender Foundation. They're truly doing the Lord's work over there by spending so much time and effort into creating what is an unparalleled piece of software. There's not a 3D program out there that can do as much as Blender can. It's just learning how to do all of it is the tough part. It's the really, really tough part. I don't know if I like this slope on here. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I think I might. I was talking in my last stream about how I liked the fact that the front of this little throne here has like the heads going on it that like stick out and stuff, and I think that's really cool. I kind of want to do the same thing with like dragon skulls or something, but instead of doing dragon skulls, I'm thinking about doing something like this on the front, on like the armrest, but putting this like dragon's head on it instead, like this like carved look. I think that's maybe what I'll do. just because I feel like these stop kind of short. So this is the throne that is in game, and so I'm just trying to like get an idea of like the scale of it and everything, just to make sure I'm not making it, because I need everything to line up pretty well here. So let's go ahead and get that up. Get that up. All right, so that's pretty good. And then I'll bring these in a little bit. And then where's the legs? X-ray. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. I'm a little bit naive on 3D rendering. Is Blender the professional standard, or is there another high-end modeling software? There's a lot of different modeling softwares. The other like big one beyond Blender that's like so the industry standard software is Maya. It is ridiculously expensive though. I'm talking like, hold on, let me just pull it up. It is ridiculously expensive, and not that good. I'll say it, hot take, it's not that good. Yeah, for a year's worth for one user, Maya is $1,875. It is obscenely expensive. No reason for it to be this expensive. And when I was in college, we used this exclusively. This was the only software we were allowed to use. So I'm very, very familiar with it. And oh my God, is it so old and so clunky and so just like not good to use. If you thought GIMP's UI was ugly, oh buddy, this UI is so much worse because it was created in like the 90s and they just never decided to change it. It's so ugly and so, it's so bad. I don't like it. Yeah, no, it's a ridiculous amount of money. But the thing is that Maya can only do modeling and animation. You can also do like rigging and like other stuff like that, and like hair simulation and stuff, which is like all very important, powerful tools. But that's what a modeler is. It is for creating the model. It can't do texturing like Blender can. Blender can do texturing. It can do sculpting. Maya can't do sculpting. So if you want to do any sculpting, you also have to get ZBrush, which again, another industry standard but very expensive piece of software. Check this out. ZBrush, $33 a month. Billed annually, $400. Now, I will say this. ZBrush is, it's $50 a month if you buy it per month. ZBrush, in my opinion, is a better sculptor than Blender is. It's just way better optimized. It's got more tools. It's clunkier to use, but it is unfortunately a little bit better. But for what you're getting with Blender and the fact that it's free, I still use Blender exclusively just because it's good. It's all in one place. I don't have to export and re-import and all that sort of shit. So I personally think that Blender is way better. Now, one place that Blender does fall extremely short is its texturing. Its texturing has gotten a lot better, and I've used it before, but it's just like a personal thing for me. I use Substance Painter for all my texturing. I just like it more. It's what I've used pretty much my whole career, and it's $50 a month, which is really expensive, but there's no software on the market that does texturing as well as Substance Painter. The only other one that comes close is like Armor Paint, which is free. It's open source as well. Yeah, you thought that Photoshop was pricey. Substance Painter is actually owned by Adobe now. It didn't used to be. I used to use it when it wasn't owned by Adobe, and it was like $20 a month. Though I'm not sure. So Substance Painter is like, Substance is like a collection of a bunch of different tools. Yeah, you got Sampler, Stager, Designer, Modeler, 3D Assets, Painter. The only two that anyone will ever use is Substance Painter and Designer. Don't ever use their Modeler. It's awful, in my opinion. I know some people do like it for some reason, but Designer you can use to like make like custom like materials and stuff. It's actually a pretty decent piece of software. I've used it a couple times. I just don't use it terribly often. The fact that all this is only $50 a month is not too bad. I think when the Substance I think it was when it was just Substance that owned it and not Adobe. It was still cheaper. But you can actually buy Substance Painter. Let's see here. Substance Painter. 3ds Max and Substance. That's not it. This is a guy. Okay, Substance Painter 2D. So you have to buy. You can buy them on Steam, and if you buy this for $200, you get Substance Painter 2024 forever. It's a lifetime license, which, in my opinion, is actually kind of a good deal. I hate to say it, but it is a good deal. It's a great. Literally nothing is as good as Substance Painter when it comes to texturing. Anywho, tangent over. But let's go ahead and get back to this. But if you're ever wanting to, get back into 3D modeling, just stick with Blender. It's so good for the fact that it's free, and it's constantly being updated. Blender will never die. And Blender is slowly, especially by indie studios, is becoming the industry standard. Like, even like by the big like AAA studios, no one like is renewing their Maya licenses anymore. Like the big studios, they don't want to fucking pay for Maya anymore because most of their artists prefer to use Blender at this point. It's just better. Like a lot better. So, which is a good thing. I don't think Adobe should be getting bajillions of dollars for or I don't think Autodesk should be getting bajillions of dollars for honestly very, very subpar software. It was great in the 90s when it was cutting edge, but because they, yeah, exactly. It's what a lot of these artists and stuff that like work in the industry now taught themselves how to 3D model using it. Because like so few people actually go to college for like 3D modeling and stuff. Most like 3D artists, they taught themselves how to use it. Also, YouTube taught them how to model. And YouTubers, like me, I didn't want, to just buy Autodesk just to learn how to use it because or to teach people how to use it because not everyone can afford Autodesk. Hell, I can't even afford Autodesk. That shit's ridiculous. So there's no real reason to use it. To try and learn something like Maya because it's not standard anymore. It's becoming very obsolete, and I think Autodesk knows that because they keep hiking the prices. When I was in college, it used to be less than that. Actually, if you go back and look at some of my old videos on YouTube, I show off the prices of Maya in a couple different videos, and you can see just how much it's gone up over time. Because people just aren't fucking using it. They're not buying it because it's not worth anyone's money. But it's funny too because for the longest time, Autodesk always said we're not scared. Blender will never be able to do what we do, and the problem is Blender can absolutely do what they do and better. So now they're sweating and they're like, uh-oh. We may have overstepped, we may have been wrong, and people don't like us very much anymore. Which, again, I think is a good thing. I think the less gigantic companies are making tons of money where they don't need to is always a very good thing. Yeah, you'd think that they would lower the price, but honestly, with the fact that the price has fluctuated a lot, so it has gone up and down. But with the fact that, they're losing these big studio contracts, because companies like Adobe and Autodesk and stuff like that, they make most of their money from, corporations, right? So they make money by selling their software to game studios or movie studios or stuff like that. They don't really make their money off of consumers like us, like individual people. But when those gigantic contracts that are paying them tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars a year drop them because they don't need them anymore. I mean, sorry about that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I will be returning in just a moment.
Thank you, Carter. Thank you.
I am back. I've returned. Sorry about that. Those studios definitely get bulk deals. They don't pay that much. They don't pay. So here's the thing about that though, is that the studios, they will pay. They won't pay like the full 1,800 or whatever dollars per year per person. They'll pay like $1,300 per person. But they also have studios of hundreds of people. So they're paying tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Especially when you get to like gigantic conglomerate companies like Tencent or Bethesda or... Bethesda owned by ZeniMax now, so like ZeniMax or something like that. They have oogles of money and oogles of like people working for them, so they're making tons of money off of like these companies that are doing these like bulk deals or whatever. So yeah, they're not paying like the full price of like Autodesk or something like that. They're paying less, but they're still paying a lot. I see we got some more people in chat. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Right now we are just going ahead and we are making we are redesigning the throne of Whiterun in Skyrim. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this out a little bit more, and then because I want this to sort of, oops, gotta get rid of that. Follow you and come back another day. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, Jay Ronnie. I hope to see you again in chat soon. Thanks for stopping on in. All right. So, sorry if you can hear my dog yapping in the back here and there. Somebody is driving past my house right now, and she's having an aneurysm over it. She's freaking out. But did you sub to me or not? I couldn't find your channel. Could you actually send it in chat? I was looking for it. Because when I look up Jay Ronnie YouTube, I could not find it. Is it like at Jay Ronnie or something? Let me actually just try on YouTube. Let's see here. Nor my subscription feed. Jay Ronnie? Oh, there you are. I just had to look on actual YouTube. Let's check out what you do. Oh, so like model cars and shit. Yeah, you were saying this. This is so sick. Like this stuff right here. This stuff right here. These like model cars and stuff. Yeah, no, I really like this. I'll definitely be checking this out. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in chat again. Have a good one, man. All right. Shout out to Jay Ronnie, guys. Go follow him if you like cars and stuff. He's a pretty cool guy, I've learned today. All right. And then I'm going to curve this. Curve this. Okay, and then I'm going to do connected only here, and then turn this around. Like that. Sick. I think that'll look really cool. Maybe splay it out a little bit more. Yeah, like that. So we want like a big like entrance, right? You know what I mean? We want it to like sort of open up so you can see the Jarl, because that'd be cool. I learned that Jarl is not like its own term, I guess. It's not like, it doesn't mean like its own thing. It's basically just like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like Old Norse for like Duke, right? Or rather, oops, I think I just set this to render. Don't do that. Retro Reggie. Uh-oh, Blender's not happy with me. They don't like what I just did. The hell, I only clicked on render. I think it's because I don't have the settings set up correctly and I set it and it's still on my CPU. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, oh, it's just set it in material preview. Why was it so angry about that? I don't know. Anyways, I just built this computer. It's a great computer. I don't know. I don't know why I was so angry. I think it was maybe just because it's the first time I did that. Anywho, Jarl, I believe, by my understanding, is not like its own term or anything, like Caliph or something like that. Even though like a Caliph is a king and like a pharaoh is like a king and stuff like that. I don't. Those are still like their own separate terms. It kind of means something different than just king. And I could also just be completely wrong here. So if you know better and I'm just culturally fucking stupid, please let me know. But what I believe is the case is that Jarl is different in that way, that it actually literally just means duke. It was their Old Norse word for duke because of when the Vikings sort of, I guess, what's the best word here? When they invaded like England and stuff, and then like became like lords in France, and like created like, I guess, like the Norman culture, which is the Normans or just a blend of the Vikings and French, because I think it wasn't Harold Finehair, it was somebody else, some other famous Viking that was off after the siege of Paris by the Vikings in 12 something, I don't know. Again, dates are not great. I'm just going off the dome here. They basically, the King of France was like, hey guys, can you stop sieging Paris? If you do, I will give you lands and a ton of money, and I will make you guys lords. Also, can you start worshiping God now? And the Vikings were like, okay, sure, that's fine. And so they became Normans, and that's where the Norman culture comes from. It's basically old Vikings and the French combined. But that is all to say that the word Jarl, meaning basically duke, mainly comes from when the Vikings conquered England and they settled what is known as Danelaw, or it was kind of like when they decided, we're not going to conquer England anymore, we are just going to live here now peacefully with all of these English people. They were given lands, or rather they took the lands and said, these are ours now. And they named the lands Danelaw, and the Lords of Danelaw, or whatever, were called Jarls. And same thing, and I guess we're also the Norse, like, lords and dukes and counts and shit. And like Norway and Sweden, they were also called Jarls. Now, again, this was all to say that Jarl just means duke, which is cool. But again, could just be wrong. I could have just been misinformed. I would very much like to know what you all think. That whole tangent could have just been a very long, incorrect tangent. But I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure I'm at least partially correct on that. I feel somewhat confident. Though I always feel less confident whenever I'm speaking on the internet. Because there's a lot more experts around than me. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy's mouth up here. I want these to be separate. Mouth. And again, we're going for something kind of like this. This one on the left here. This will be a lot easier to actually just sculpt, but I'm just trying to get the general head shape in a little bit. So we'll bring this out here. Gotta turn off proportional editing. And then we will, my greatest flaw is that whenever I'm focusing, I just stop talking, which isn't probably not good for streaming, because you gotta be on, you gotta be ready in case somebody joins. But that is my fatal flaw, so excuse me for that. But on the VOD, because this is again going up on YouTube, anybody on the VOD who's watching, please let me know if I was right or wrong about the whole the whole Duke thing. I would be very curious to know. And if I'm wrong, don't be mean to me. Just politely inform me of my cultural insensitivity. I would very much like to know. Maybe as we're ending off stream, we'll look it up and we'll take a quick little look-see. Make sure I'm not too wrong. Though I I think the viewership on the last VOD was pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I think, or rather watch time is what I mean. Pretty sure people were watching it quite thoroughly, which made me very happy. I'm glad that the YouTube audience specifically is getting a lot out of these streams as well, or these 2 streams as well. Because my main thing is that it's, as you all very well know, I am bad at uploading content on like any sort of schedule. I just can't do it. There's something wrong with me. I'm stupid, I guess. My brain doesn't work. That's fine. But I wanted to be able to give you guys more than just one upload every like 4 months. And because these videos take so astronomically long to make, like each one of my tutorials, it's easier for me to just be able to stream the actual model creation process, and then allow you guys to watch that. So you know I'm still working on it. It's just taking a while, and you can keep up with me and how long it's taken. I'm sorry, this is fucking sick. This looks pretty cool. I'm liking it. I do think the heads are a little bit too far out. I think these guys need to be brought back in a little bit. That's much better. What the hell are all these? We don't need that. Get rid of those. Goodbye. That might all come back in the sculpt. That's okay. Bring that in. I just want to soften this curve a little bit. There we go. Curve has been softened. And I also want... What do I want? I want something on top. I want something on top. Their heads. Horns, maybe? Dragons have horns. We could go with horns. What time is it? 1:42. I actually originally said on my YouTube post, because I'm also making a community post every time I go live. I said on my YouTube post that I am planning on, that I was planning on starting the stream at 1 o'clock, and then it was like, sorry, I'm fixing my sock, that's why I'm down here. I was planning on starting my stream at 1 o'clock my time. I live in Central Time. But then it was like 12:40. I had already gotten everything set up, and I was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna start now. I'm bored. I want to start it. Because I don't like sitting around and waiting for stuff. I hate sitting around and waiting for stuff. My least favorite thing. Gotta sip the water. Stay hydrated in these trying times. My wife right now, she's actually very sick. She's been very, very sick. Not like deathly ill or anything, just got like some sort of cold or something she can't shake. The other day she was asking me, she was like, do you think I have bird flu? And I was like, I don't think you have bird flu. She was like, I don't know, I feel really bad. And I was like, that's just being sick. She's doing a little bit better now, but she's still sick for sure. So everybody please wish my wife a good healing. She must heal, for she is very sick. But yeah, horns, that's what I was doing. I want horns. on this guy. I'm trying to think of the best way topology-wise to deal with this, and I think what I'm going to do is ignore trying to do it the correct way. Let's bring this over. Fuck. There's a special way to like extrude faces, individual faces. There we go. I'm a silly guy. And then we'll bring, ooh, that's not right. Dragons don't look like that. What if I spread them out? Will that look less stupid? No, no, not really. He still looks kind of stupid. Okay. That's alright. Well, it was worth a shot over there. We'll just bring them out on this side. Oh, fuck. I didn't ever fix that. From where the mouth is supposed to go. We'll just... Triangles, no! Shut up. Triangles are fine. If you ever go to art school, they will literally execute you on the spot if you have triangles in your 3D meshes, because, they're really fucking stupid. Sorry about the dog. Sorry, Peep the dog. She's loud. Let's see what's going on out there. What's she so upset about? There's a car near my driveway. How dare they? How dare they? Sorry about that. Hold on. Hey! Come here. She's not standing next to me. Does not like it when the car's outside. There you are. You're good. You're good, bud. Go lay down. Go lay down. Don't start. Silly, silly dog. Silly, silly dog. Okay. Head holes are too big. Bring this back. Extrude individual faces. And then bring these back here. Maybe bring them in a little bit. Yikes. I don't really know how these are looking, to be honest with you. To be quite wholly super honest with you. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. I might be fucking this up. This might not be the move. At least it'll be easy to delete if this is ugly and awful and bad. I really wish there was a way to quickly transform pivot point. Hold on, let me see. Let's do a little bit of Googling. Blender, change pivot point, hotkey. I bet there is too. Control G, no. There is hotkeys for it. But they're all a fucking period key. I don't like that. Can I just hold down the period key? I can. Oh, that's life-changing. I wish I could change it to a hotkey that wasn't across my keyboard, but we won't complain. We will not complain. See, this is the thing that's beautiful about Blender. I've been using it for, I think we were saying earlier, a little over half a decade, and I still learn new things about it literally constantly. Let's get a picture of the Skyrim dragons, because now I'm not convinced that these look anything like them. Skyrim dragon, because they would need to Skyrim dragon, because do they have horns? They do have horns. A lot of dragons in media don't have horns. I don't get it personally. I think horns are fucking sick. I like this dragon. See, Durnathir, whatever the hell his name is, the guy from the Soul Cairn, he doesn't have horns. He's just smooth and hornless. See, this is what I needed. Is this actually the difference between the dragons in Skyrim? Because if this is how their horn, if like they have like a set horn structure, that's actually sick. That would mean that, fucking, what the hell's his name? Parthenax? He's only an Elder Dragon. He ain't even a legendary dragon. Lame. I'd be a legendary dragon. Straight up. Look at this guy. I'd be him. Thanks, AI. Literally, go fuck yourself. Anywho, let's get this guy. I like him. I don't remember his name. What's his name? Red Dragon. Name. What's his name? Who the hell are you? Screen rant, tell me who this is. Murmlunir. That's not him, but... Isn't this the first dragon you fight? Why is he on the most powerful dragons in Skyrim? He's a weak little baby. This guy's cool. I like his colors. That's not who we're looking for. Is his name literally just Elder Dragon? That's so fucking boring. Oh, it's not Odovin. Oh, his name is Ancient. His name is Ancient. Couldn't even get him a cool name like fucking Korslaw. Or Durnavir. Durnavir looks so cool. I think I called the other one earlier Durnavir and it was not. Alduin, not Parthenax. Parthenax is the guy on top of the hill. God, stupid, stupid, stupid. What's wrong with me? I'm a fool. Absolute fool. I wish all of the dragons in Skyrim were named. I know it's not realistic to... Actually, it's plenty realistic. It's plenty realistic of... I don't even mean realistic in the sense of, like, not all of them would have names. I mean realistic in the sense of, like, could they feasibly do it? And they could. They absolutely could. Just set up, like, a whole fucking list of dragon names, and then whenever one, like, a random one is spawned, just give them one of the names. Anyone could do it. Come on, Bethesda. Get to it. Anywho. We are going to name this dragon because his name is fucking stupid, because Bethesda hates me. His name is, Gilgamesh. That's his name. And now he's going on the mood board. Okay. Research time done. If you guys don't use Opera, I don't blame you. It's okay at best. I like it though. The one fucking problem I have with Opera though is that whenever you open up tabs, and which is like kind of, it's also a feature. It's a nice feature. Whenever you open up tabs, let's see here, let's open up a bunch of tabs. When I close it, all these tabs will still exist. So, I got auto hotkey the other day. If you guys don't know what auto hotkey is, it's actually fucking sick. You can just open up and write scripts and stuff to do things for you, to like do things automatically for you. And so I created a script for Opera where I press Control and numpad 0 and it cycles through. Oh, just deleted all of them. Oh, it's because they all had the same name. But it usually works fine if all the whatchamacallit, tabs didn't have the same name. Excuse me, Jesus. If you press Control 0 with my script, it cycles through all the tabs, takes note of the tabs that are there, and then it deletes all of them before closing Opera, which is really nice because I don't have to close them all manually, and I hate closing them all manually because sometimes I don't want it to remember that I was on bigfartyguys.com. Sometimes I would like that to be a secret between me and myself, and I don't want to be reminded of it next time I open up my browser. I think these horns are looking not terrible. I've seen worse. I've certainly seen worse. Now we're going to use our hotkey. The hotkey we just learned, and we're going to bring these horns in. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm leaning back to say it. I'm back here now. This is fucking sick. This rules. This is really cool. I like it. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but it's sick. I'm probably going to save the sculpting for the next one. Well, actually, I got like an hour before I really want to end stream. Though I think I might spend the next hour just trying to get this in game. Just this model, the blockout, just to make sure that there's no big issues with it that I have to fix first. Also, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, check it out. Shave the head. I did that months ago. Like 2 or 3 months ago. But now it's really cool because I get to wear a hat all the time and I don't have to care about my hair getting messed up. It also makes my morning routine a lot easier because when I get out of the shower, I don't have to spend like 10 minutes fucking around with my hair. Now, I'm just bald. That shit fucking rules. My best friend actually, he is unfortunately plagued with male pattern baldness very early, and he just shaved his head to just straight up bald recently. And there are so few people on this planet that can make bald look good, but he is one of them. He's a handsome bald man, and I respect him for it. I could never go straight up bald. I will be that guy that has like one little patch of hair right here and then a little ring on the back of my head and the sides, and I'm gonna look like Kleiner, and it's gonna rule. Also, what's cool about having shaved my head is that now all the gray hairs that I have, you can't see anymore. Though, it's also a little bit of a downside because I liked being a silver fox, and my wife said that it was really cool that I was going gray, and I said, thank you. So, I'm not a silver fox anymore. I am truly, but you would never be able to tell. In my heart, I'm a silver fox. Even though I am 22. I'm about to be 23 years old. That is so crazy. 23 years old is like not a real number. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that maybe this is boring. Is this boring? I'm thinking maybe it's boring. How do I make this not boring? I guess that's less boring. Jay Ronnie said we had to make it big. I could never let Jay Ronnie down. It's got to be big. But this little fucking, these nubbies on top, they're kind of boring. Do I just put more dragons on it? Is that the move? It's going to be a lot of sculpting if I have to do that. This is so low, and I'm a sloucher at heart. Fuck. I'm literally, my webcam is just sitting on a book. Okay. Does this catch my gamer slouch? Sure does. Peep the couch. Peep the couch. So my setup actually used to be the opposite of what it is right now. I used to sit, my whole desk used to be on that side of the room, and now my desk is on this side of the room. The couch is over there, so you can actually see the couch now. Here's the thing. This setup, the way it is right now, leagues better than how it was before. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes my whole office feel bigger and more open and nicer, and I like it. I know you guys are here for modeling, but I'm gonna yap. I'm a yapper. Also, this hole in the wall that you see, this big window, when we moved into this house originally, that was not there. But throughout my entire time of knowing my wife and living with her and stuff, we always lived in tiny, shitty apartments. And my desk was always relegated to the living room because it was the only room that we had. We'd always live in one bedroom. And I kind of liked it, actually, because I got to be in the entertaining space all the time. I got to be where all the life was going on. And so when we moved into this house, I was like, I don't want to be enclosed in a tiny little office and, not let out ever, just in my little office cave. I want to be part of the bigger space. I want my office to be free-flowing. I want the energy. You know that feng shui guy on YouTube Shorts, and I think probably also TikTok? I think he would love this. Does anyone know him? Get him in contact with me. He would love this, I bet. He would think, that's really awesome, and this guy knows what he's talking about. He also probably wouldn't like that my back is to the door. He would say probably that I have fear that I'm going to get attacked from behind, because I know that he has said that about having your back to the door, but I typically do not fear about being attacked from behind while I'm sitting at my desk. That's usually not one of the fears I have. I want to just lean back. I have a bad back. If you know anything about me, I think I've mentioned this in one of my videos before, horrendous back issues. my mom, she's like slipped a bunch of discs in her back because we have bad back genetics, and I inherited my bad back from her. So sitting up for long periods of time fucking hurts. You'll just you gotta peep the backpacks in the back. Check them out. Check them out. That's my camera equipment, and then another backpack filled with nothing. Is it? It's filled with something. I don't know what it is. But if you don't own your own house, and this is coming from somebody who has been very poor most of his life and never owned a house until I bought this one. But if you don't own your own house, I say this from the bottom of my heart, that sucks, dog. After having, and trust me, I know how that is, but after having lived in so many apartments, I will say it is really nice living in my own house that I own, because I can do literally whatever I want with it. It fucking rules. I realize right now that it's a little pretentious of me to be shoving that in some people's faces that don't have a house, and I'm like, check out my house that I own. I can do whatever I want. I'm just saying, somebody who has lived that life where you don't get to do whatever you want, I'm very happy that I get to do whatever I want now. I say that like I just bought this house. I've been living here for like 2 years. I think I actually... Oh, the dog again. She's freaking out. She's freaking out. Let's see what she's freaking out about. I got her to come here. Let's go. She's not looking out the window anymore, freaking out. Come here. Relax. Relax, be calm. Be calm. If you're ever wondering why my videos take so long, this is why. This right here. Me yapping and petting my dog when I'm fucking an hour and a half into modeling. This is why they take so long. But we've made a lot of progress. This shit's really cool, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, this shit's really cool. I like it. I do have to add in some teeth and stuff, though. Don't start again. You're allowed to leave now, but do not start again. That would be really not cool of you if you start barking again. When I add in the tongue, I know that we were just doing something a second ago. Oh yeah, the top there. That's not my favorite. I also gotta just move this a little bit. Oh, too far. You just gotta peep at my drum set. Oh no! You're on the floor now. Man down, man down. Oh god. Oh. Please hold. Please hold. You get to peep the dog. Dog moment. Oh god. Oh. See, this is the thing about not putting your webcam on the book. It will fall over. Pro tip for any YouTubers or Twitch streamers out there, don't put your webcam on the book. It will fall over when you fuck with it. Me, though, I have no other options. It has to go back on the book. Move this back over. Is that good? That's good. We were back in business. Sorry about that. You got to see underneath my desk for a moment. It's awfully intimate. Alright. Even though I don't want to look under my desk. Actually, I did, I gotta keep modeling while I'm talking. Everyone's gonna click off if I don't. But, I just mentioned my computer, new and such. I just built it recently. It was the first time I ever built a computer. But when I built the computer, I decided my cable management system that I had before, which was to say none at all, could not do that anymore. That was not something that could happen. So I decided I was going to fix it and make it better, make it nicer. I.e. just hide all the cables. Literally what I did, and this is somewhat shameful of me. Actually, no, it's genius of me. I'm a genius for this. But, what I did was I got some painter's tape, frog tape, you know, that green shit, and I ran the wires underneath my desk and then taped them up with the frog tape and like zip ties and like bread bag twisties, you know, those like twisties that you get on bread bags, and can't see a damn wire, can't see a single wire. It's so clean, so nice. Sweeping, honestly, isn't that bad either. Sweeping's not too bad. Oh, back to the house thing though, because I just had a thought. With houses, the one thing, like the one big downside to owning a house is that you have to do all of your own maintenance, which wasn't a huge deal for me because I always lived in shitty places with bad landlords, so I was doing my maintenance anyways. But I know that some people don't have it. A lot of people do have that same experience as I did, where you have to do your own maintenance because your landlord's terrible, because all landlords fucking suck. But if you live in a place where that's not the case, count your lucky stars, because a lot of places I've lived is like that. So I was like already pretty okay with having to do my own maintenance. I remember when I was moving into this house, my dad was like, "Are you going to be ready to do all your own maintenance?" And I said, "Dude, I've been doing my own maintenance. I don't think you understand. This is just going to be nothing new." Though, even despite that, I learned so much after moving into this house, because when we moved in, it was borderline uninhabitable. It was like really shitty. Like honestly, really, really bad and gross. But after like 2 weeks of literal non-stop work, like sun up to sundown type work, me, my wife, and my father, all working together, managed to get this house in a very, very livable, very comfortable, serene state. And I could not be more proud of it. It did take many more years of work, like literally ever since I've lived here. I've been constantly working on the house. But in the last year, I'd say, the house is finally to a point where it's not needing constant updates and like constant work. And that like most of the big projects are done, which is very nice, living in a house that is like comfortable and like finished, like mostly finished. And we got to really design this house to us, like what me and my wife like, which is really nice. And not a lot of people get to do that, even if they own their houses. It could be all sorts of things. I'm very privileged in that way, and for that I will be eternally thankful. Oh, I was trying to give more room to add some teeth here, but I don't know if that's the move. Okay, this gotta go in like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then we'll add in some teeth. I say adding in more lip. There we go. Okay, teeth time, teeth time. Let us see. How do we want to do this? How'd they do it? Oh, they just got some curvy guys. Well, I'll go ahead and set it like that, and then there we go. That might be a little bit too big. Let's see here. It's not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad, bud. I'd love to know more where my audience is from. Because I know it's a mostly. How the fuck did I do that? Nope, that's not it. Oh fuck! What was? Oh god! What did I do? I did so. Oh, is that all I did? Did I just hold E? Fucking, someone needs to put me down. I'd love to know more about where my audience is from, just because I know that most of you guys are American like me. I'm also, thing is that, there's so many different types of American. There's, you know, you got your Midwesterns, you got your Northerners, like myself. I'm from the North. I'm from New York originally, upstate too, the cool part of New York. Everyone says that the city's cool. I think only people outside of New York think that New York City is cool. I don't think anyone who lives in New York thinks that New York City's cool. It is cool, and I do like the city well enough. It's just, there's so many more interesting parts of New York. Though one thing I really will give New York City is that it does have a lot of culture. I think most of New York is that way, where it like exudes a lot of like different cultures and stuff. Just because people will go there for all sorts of different reasons. Like where I'm from Ithaca. And if you are unfamiliar, if you're an Office fan, you've probably heard of Ithaca because that's where Cornell is. And, oops. Fuck. I'm from Ithaca, and that is where Cornell is, and that is where fucking what's-his-face from The Office is from. The really annoying one. I think his name is Andrew, right? Andy, right? Now we gotta look it up. What's his name? Office. Andy Bernard. Yeah, that's where this fucker went to school. He went to Cornell. And so they bring it up a couple times that Ithaca, New York is the home of Cornell. And Cornell is like one of the biggest like Ivy League schools in the United States. And a lot of people will go, will travel. I gotta lean back. I'm a leaner. A lot of people will travel to New York just from anywhere, like other countries and stuff, just to go to Cornell, which in my opinion is one of the coolest things ever. And so living there, you get to experience a lot of different cultures and stuff. And like I said before, New York City has a lot of culture, and that's cool and all. But I think a lot of people forget that other places, and not even just New York, but a lot of other places also have culture as well. They have like a lot of different, you know, really unique people that live there. And like, honestly, I think the state in the United States that has the most culture and like uniqueness is New Orleans. It's so fucking cool, so unique. There's nowhere in the world quite like it. It is so interesting. I think if you haven't visited New Orleans, you should go. I haven't visited. I wish I have. I know a lot of people, not a lot, but I've known some people from New Orleans. I used to be a history teacher, and so I learned a lot about New Orleans for when I would tell my students about it, because it's such an interesting fucking place. But I love its culture. I love its history. New Orleans is very, very cool. And if you have not gotten the chance to go, like myself, I've not gotten the chance to go. Seriously, really consider it. It's a really, really cool place. Like the whole Creole culture, the fact that it's like French, like a mix of like French and American, is so fucking sick. Like there's really no place quite like it. No, kind of fuck. I don't like the fact that I'm all the way down here. I really wish my back didn't hurt so bad, so I could, well, maybe I can just, is that better? Yeah, that's better. You can get a better check out the couch. Like the pillow. It's a little sugar skull pillow. A little Day of the Dead. A little Dia los Muertos? No, fuck, that's not right. Day of the Dead in Spanish. Dia de los Muertos. I was right! Oh, sick! Yeah, I took Spanish for a year in high school. My wife actually is very good at Spanish. She knows a lot of Spanish. I also have a friend who's also very good at Spanish. I have two friends who are very good at Spanish. Mino, I'm not a big Spanish guy. I didn't really like taking Spanish. Though, as I've gotten, when I was a kid, I used to think, oh, that's such a dumb language. Everyone knows Spanish. That's so boring. I don't want to learn Spanish. Everyone knows Spanish. But now, as I'm an adult, and I've listened to my fair share of Peso Pluma, I have to say, it's a pretty cool language. I like it. I like Spanish quite a lot. And I wish that I had taken the time. Oh, excuse me. I wish I had taken the time to learn a little bit more. Because it is such a unique language. And it's not like I could definitely, just start learning it now, like Duolingo or whatever. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that other than my own willpower. But, let's be honest. Whenever somebody starts learning a language with Duolingo, it's just a matter of time until they stop. I know this from experience. My wife and I were learning German for quite a long time. We had year-long streaks. My wife is still learning it. A little bit of a spoiler to the story there. I stopped. I lost my almost 200-day streak, and I kept going with it. I was like, that was a hit, but I can recover. And I got 100 and some odd more days into it, and then I lost that streak. And I was so burnt out at the time from other stuff that I was like, fuck it. This language is not for me. I will never learn this language. And so I stopped. Which is my fatal flaw, is that I did not continue to learn German. It's a very cool language, though. My wife is very German. Fun fact about her. Her grandmother's from Germany. One of them. And that's why we were so interested in learning German, because my wife is German, and I said, that's pretty cool, I'll learn it too. So we were considering maybe one day moving to Germany, but I think that's out of the cards. We currently live in Tennessee, never come to the state. It sucks ass. Sorry to any of my Tennesseans out there, but I mean it. I'm not taking that back. I fucking hate this place. But yeah. Yep. Anywho, I like this block out. I do want it to make it a little bit more regal right now, so I'm going to add in a little throw pillow for his tushy. Might actually just straight up fucking... yoink. Might just go ahead and just take that right there. Might just go ahead and take that. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Take a little butt pillow there. Harkening back to the old talk about the Creole. Is anybody familiar with that one episode of The King of the Hill where they go to New Orleans and meet Bill's family, and Bill is from, his family's from New Orleans. Easily the funniest episode of The King of the Hill to me. I love that episode. There's so many good clips from it. I love it so much. If you're not a big King of the Hill fan, that's crazy. Great show. Everyone should watch it. I love it so much. I think it really doesn't have the problem that a lot of it, adult TV shows have, where they're just like, let's just be racist and not cool. Let's just be fucking assholes. Let's treat every minority group as a punching bag. That'd be really cool. And I don't think King of the Hill does that. It's something at its fair share of a little bit more I guess racy jokes. Not racist, but racy jokes. I guess they're kind of racist. But I think the joke is always punching down at the character being bigoted. And that's what I like. I think that's pretty cool. But even just beyond that, I think the comedy's so fucking good. I think it's so funny. That show's very good. Really, really like it. Anyways, enough talking about my shows that I like. I'm thinking Is this a crazy thought? We're just gonna go ahead and mark scene. Just gonna grab that. And his teeth and stuff. And we're just going to yoink. That was pretty funny. Just grabbing it like that. Clear scene, and we're just gonna go ahead and clear scene. And then what if I just, boop, and then, what if I just, boop, and then grab that sucker there, boop. And then, there. Now that, okay, okay, okay. Now that, don't kiss. Now that, I ain't gonna lie about it. That shit's pretty cool. That shit looks pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of, that's my favorites. At last, at last, at last, and at last. Cool, sick. Now that there, friends, is what we call working smarter, not harder. And I think that looks pretty sick, actually. Sorry if you can hear my dog growling. She's still upset that there are people that exist outside of my house. She does not like the outside world. She is quite not cool in that way. She actually is. She loves people. Here's her thing. She loves people, but she also loves acting big and tough and scary whenever they're like 100,000 feet away and they don't even know she exists. She thinks that she's so strong and so cool, and then someone comes up to her and they're like, "Hello, dog," and she is like, "Oh my god, what is up?" She says, "What is up, dude? You are my new favorite guy." She loves people so much. She's such a little pushover, too. Now, this shit is cool. This shit's very cool. But now it's making me think that these dragon heads, too small. Gotta make them bigger. Definitely gotta make them bigger. See, I don't like that fucking... I don't like that right there. I think I gotta do it the other way. I think that would be cool if we did it the other way. Oops. It'd be cool if we did it the other way. We had it like that. Not quite exactly like that, but like that, you know. Topology, again, on this is a little bit fucked up. It's not my best work in the topology department, but that is okay. Not everyone needs to be a winner, topology-wise. It is quite okay to be just average. Just average. Actually, I recently worked on a model just for fun. Its topology is very human, I'll say. It's a very human design. It like works great, actually. It has a very healthy mix of tris and quads and no n-gons. But I think if one of my professors from college have seen it, which I don't really respect their opinion anyways, they probably would be very disappointed in the fact that I even went to their school, and they would say, "This guy did not go to our school. He's stupid and bad." And I would say, okay. Here's the thing. I like this. I do. But if I could just, you know, it's got a little bit of an Angelina Jolie thing going on. I'm not gonna lie about it. Not gonna lie at all. Not saying it's a bad thing. That was a great Maleficent, great movie. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the problem is that it's not geometric enough. Maybe that's the problem. Though this one's cool. How come mine doesn't look like this one? This one does. It just gives a better aura. Maybe. I don't know. Could do like how this one has a little like dragon right there, and then do it kind of like how we had it before, little blocks on the side. I'm just realizing, is this gonna fit? Is this straight up gonna fit in that spot? Because this one's kind of gigantic compared to the other one. It's kind of huge, kind of really big. Will it fit? Will it still be cool and fit? It's the question. That is the question. Will it fit? It should fit. It should fit fine. I think it'll fit. I think it will fit. Oop, got a text message. Let's check her out. Oh, very cool. Very cool text message. You can manage your Twitch stream from your phone? Why'd nobody tell me? Check it out. That's you guys right there. That's you guys. That's me managing my Twitch stream from my phone. I could put it like right there. And then I could see everything. Oh wait, that wasn't the stream manager. This is the stream manager. Oh, sick. Look, that's you guys right there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's sick. I'm not gonna do it, but it's sick. Anywho, I just see somebody joined. What is up? How's it going? It's good for you to join us. We are currently making the I'm working on a mod right now. It is the Throne. I'm remaking the Throne of Whiterun for Skyrim. This is the block out that we got going on. I'm a big fan of it, though I do think that these dragon heads here, a little bit too thin in the neck region. I think they could definitely stand to be a little bit girthier. Big fan. But how's it going? How are we doing? Thank you for joining into the chat. I appreciate it. Always love to see a new viewer come on in. I need to check to make sure that the vanilla throne and their armrests line up. I think they do. Yeah, they line up pretty good. They line up very good. And what's important about making sure that the armrests line up good is that part of the pose that Jarl Balgruuf does, he's like this. He's like leaning, and like I think both of his arms are on the armrests, and I'm not gonna be fucking around with like pose animations and stuff. I'm not doing that, so it's just easier to make sure that this shit lines up good. That's the easiest way to handle that, and it does. It lines up very good. Same thing with the back of the chair, because he's like all slouched back and leaning like I am right now. It's a good thing to make sure that the back of the chair is in good shape. All right. You know what? Should I pop this sucker out? Should I bring the chat in over here? Is that the move? Put her right there. Well, now I can't access this. There's no good place for me to put this chat. So I can't just put it right there. Then you guys can't see anything. Maybe we'll just keep the chat over here. One thing is that I don't want anyone to think I'm ignoring them just because of the latency. But that's okay. I don't think anyone thinks I'm ignoring them. I think I'm just overthinking that. Can we push you back over? Just a little bit. Scooch up a little bit. See, in all my other videos that has the face cam, I'm like fucking like stiff as a board. Not that way. I'm like stiff as a board, like my back is straight up and I'm like good posture and stuff. But I mean, I can't do that. Ugh, I'm getting too old. I started recording my first videos when I was like 19. I'm old now. I'm like almost 23. I'm an old man. Also, my videos, if you want a little peek behind the scenes, my modding tutorials, those take me anywhere between like 2 and 4.5 hours to record of just like raw recording time. Sometimes more if I fuck something up and I have to re-record a segment. They take so long, and I record them all in one sitting. I've never once recorded a tutorial outside of one sitting. It's because when I'm doing something, I like it to just be done and over with. I like it to just be I did it and now I can move on to the next step. Because I like separating things by steps. I don't like separating them by like, we're on this step now and we can take as long as we want with it. I like just getting it done. As a wise man, not white man, Jesus Christ. As a wise man once said, do your homework now so you don't have to do it later. And I live by that philosophy. I know some people like to do their homework later. Not me, not so. I'm a do my homework now sort of guy. Hope I bring that out. Will that make me feel better? I think that's better. I don't know. See, this is a tough one. I've never quite had an issue quite like this. What if I do something really silly right now? Is that it? Is that the move? Do I like that? I think I like that. Oh my god, do I like that? I think I like that. Okay. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Ugh. Let's see here. Okay. This is looking pretty hot. Like I said, I'm liking it. Am I fucking with this? Am I fucking with this heavy right now? As I said before, I think we're going to save the sculpting for the next stream, which I'm hoping to do probably tomorrow. Just because I don't want to do all the sculpting right now. We'll be here for hours. That stream might actually be in 2. Just because sculpting is usually the part that takes the longest. Though with this one, you never know. This one actually probably could go a little bit faster, since I plan on using some pattern templates to deal with some of the bigger patterns. Just because I don't want to sculpt all those templates by hand. Do you? Do you want to do that? I don't. But I think this all should line up fairly well. Does this have texture on it? It sure does. Get rid of that sucker. I don't want that. Go away. Why is it frozen? What the hell? Okay. I like this. I really like this. I just feel like it needs one more element coming out of the side here. Can we do this? Can we just, and then, I don't know about all that actually. I think if it was made of stone, that would be cooler, but because it's not made of stone, it's not as cool. Maybe. Is this the move? Is this what we're doing? Is this cool and fun? I don't think it's cool and fun. I don't think that's cool and fun. I don't like that. We're just gonna go back to basics. We're just gonna go back to how it was before I lost my mind and did that. This is better. This is better. I like this. I like that quite a bit. Oh, it almost looks like I'm in a normal position if I swivel my chair like this. How about it? You can hear my dog snoring. She's in the living room right now, which is just beyond that window, sleeping on the couch, honk shoeing, absolutely snoring. She's such a loud snorer. I used to think that there might be something wrong with her because she snored so loud, but I think she's just like that. Pretty sure she just exists like that, loud as hell. What if, oh, what the hell did I just do? Did I dissolve that? I wanted to dissolve it. Dissolve. You know what? Not bad. Not bad. I don't know if we need the little indent there. I don't think we need that. Actually, I like the shape. I want something, I think it needs to get thinner as it goes up because I think that will really help with with how big it is. I'm writing a book right now. Speaking of big thrones, this is for you Ronnie, this is for you. Big Thrones. I am writing a book right now. It's almost done, but writing a book right now, and in the book there is this culture of people called the Baliri, and they're sort of like they live in the snow. They're snow people, you could say. And one of their things is that they are a fiercely independent people culturally. In their culture, independence is a very, very important thing. So when they were subjugated by a kingdom, like this big kingdom, this big empire sort of deal, they were not happy. And so during their surrender, because they ultimately lost, they were subjugated by this big kingdom. During their surrender, the king of this kingdom said, I want your title. You will no longer be the Wardens of Whitereach, because that's what the kings of the Baliri called themselves, the Wardens of Whitereach, because they are from a region called Whitereach. And the reason why they called themselves Wardens was because it sounded better than king. Warden sounds like a protector, while king sounds like a lord, and they didn't like the idea of lords very much, so they chose to be Wardens of Whitereach. And so the king said, I'm taking your title, that's mine now. You guys are no longer the Wardens of Whitereach, you are now the Lord of Whitereach, because you are now a lord in my kingdom. And so they were like, okay, I guess that's fine. I guess you're taking my title. That sucks, but whatever. But then the king was like, also, I want your throne. I'm gonna take it. It's mine now. And the king at the time, the warden of Whitereach at the time, said, absolutely not. You're not taking my throne. That's too far. And so the king of this kingdom, it's called the Kingdom of the First Men, that was trying to take his throne, capitulated and said, okay, fine, I won't take your throne. That's fine. But to ensure that his throne was never taken, would never be taken from him, the Lord of Whitereach, the former king of the Baliri, had a bunch of steel or wrought iron melted, and they poured it around the base of this enormous granite throne, and basically like welding it to the castle itself. And he said, if you want this throne, you will have to drag the lands of Whitereach with it. And that's when the king capitulated and said, okay, I guess we won't take the throne since it's cemented to the floor. And so now that throne, it's called the Baliri Weight, and it's sort of a symbol of their defiance, a symbol of their independent nature. And that is all to say, I think that's fucking cool, and I like that, and so it's kind of what I'm trying to capture here, a little bit. Not quite exactly that, but I'm trying to capture that, like, that same feeling, you know? Because the Jarl of Whiterun, Balgruuf, he's a pretty fiercely independent guy. He doesn't like the idea of siding with Ulfric or the Empire. He only sort of succumbs to the Empire's will and sort of just like allows them to exist and like I guess kind of rule over him, because he knows it is the best option for his people. He knows that Ulfric ultimately is a much worse option for the people of Whiterun, so he does not pledge himself to Ulfric. He is for his people first. And I respect the hell out of that. That's why Balgruuf is an awesome dude. Can I get some love for Balgruuf in the comments? Because that guy fucking rules. But anyways, if you guys are interested in that book, I'd actually love to do some videos about the lore and the world and stuff, because I've been writing the setting that it takes place in for over a decade now. And it's gone through a lot of changes, a lot of iterations, but I would love to get into some world building content. I was thinking about making a second channel just for world building content because I have such a passion, such a love for it. I've been writing for so many years. I just want to share what I'm doing. And having finished my first novel, it's not out yet. It's very, very close to finish. I have the second editing pass finished, and I'm working on the third editing pass, and then there's going to be one smaller, just like final grammar, spell check, make sure everything's good editing pass after this, and then I'll be publishing the book. But sorry about that. Had to check the phone. But yeah, I would personally love to do more world building stuff and to talk about my world a little bit because I'm very, very proud of it and I think it's very, very cool. White run. Fuck it. We don't need to. We can just. There we go. Okay, gang. Okay, I think this is ready. Let's go ahead and make a copy of this. And I'm gonna get this. We're gonna go ahead. Let me start loading up Creation Kit now because this is gonna take like 5 hours. Skyrim Creation Kit launch that bitch. This is gonna take literally 10 million hours to launch because Bethesda hates me specifically. They said we were gonna make sure that this tool that we made takes forever to launch for No Longfellow because we hate him. That's what they said. So thanks, Todd. We're gonna open up this real big. File, data, Skyrim. That's all we need. We only need Skyrim. Okay. Set as active file. Alright, now we can go ahead and export this and get it into a NIF. Because, like I said, I want to test this out, make sure it's working real good. I was going to check the normals real quick, make sure that's not bad. I just mainly want to make sure that this is going to... The block out's not bad. It's actually pretty close to vanilla size. Though I think once the sculpt is done, it's going to be a little bit higher poly, probably like 3,500, I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 4,000. But 4,000 polygons is fine. That's something the engine can't handle. Yes, you all. Okay. I want to get this into a NIF, and I want to get this into game. I want to, if I can, see Bulgriff sit in it, or maybe I'll just sit in it, because I want to make sure that this is a good size and that it does not need any more work. So let's go ahead and export this. We will export Whiterun Throne. Mine. I made it. What? Oh, fuck. Import again. Why did I do this to myself? Why am I like this? Export. OBJ. I was looking for the setting that said selection only and I didn't see it. Whiterun Throne. That's fine. Okay, no materials. And sick. Then we will open up. And then we will open up this one. Then we will open recent files, Whiterun Throne, and then we're going to save this. Can we save as? Well, let's save as. Then we're going to save Whiterun Throne. Thrones expanded. I think that's what I'll probably end up calling the mod. Okay, let's get this fucking thing out of here. This lame ass throne. Lame ass throne. I just realized that me shaking my leg on my desk was probably very loud and irritating. I apologize for anybody who had to hear that. Can I just delete this? I forget. I'm so fucking... I haven't done this in so long, it feels. Remove. Can I be undone? Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. That didn't feel like the right move. That didn't feel like the right move at all. Don't save. Don't save. God, what the hell is wrong with me? Why do I forget how to do this? This is what happens when you don't mod for a while. You get rusty. And then everyone hates you. We will import. Import? No. No import. No import. No import. Import. Please let me import. I know what I need to do. I remember now. I need to export you as an if. Netmost if. We will do a little bit of. I just feel wrong. What's wrong with me? Did that export? Please tell me that exported. Did you export? Fuck, where'd you go? Oh, we don't need this. Under projects, Skyrim mods, because I remember we gotta bring it over from an actual NIF because I'm using the BSAs and they don't like to import OBJs anymore. It's very irritating. Oh, I see somebody joined the Twitch stream. Thank you so much for joining. What is up? How's it going? Sorry if you joined a while ago and I just didn't see it. It takes a little bit for it to update on my Twitch stat viewer. Anywho, let's go ahead and open up Thrones, Whiterun Throne. Please tell me this worked. Why is this opening up in the creation kit? Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Cancel. Can we just... in my heart, I've been shot. Fuck. I don't think I have the right add-on. I think my add-on is super broken and super old. I think that's the problem. God damn it, I'm gonna have to find the right one. This is always my favorite part about making a mod, is when my NIF add-on does not work, because it's super old. Blender NIF, plugin, Skyrim SE, that's what I need. NIF, Blender. Can I download? Download, please? I think I have in a link on one of my videos. NIF official. Okay, I think this will work. Where are you? You know what? I'm just gonna go to NIFScope's website because I think they have it there. NIFScope, niftools.org. That is the website. And then Blender NIF plugin right there. How did I miss it? Requirements, Blender, download. NIFTools add-on releases. I don't want the releases. I want the... Oh. Just whining for no reason now. That's okay. Let's see here. See somebody just joined chat. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining on in. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pop this into my Blender add-ons folder. Blender projects, tools, add-ons. And then we are going to throw in the correct NIFTools add-on. Oh yeah, this is way more recent. Oh yeah, bud. Way more recent. Let's do preferences. Add-ons. They changed the UI on me. There we go, install from disk. Not me showing off how infrequently I mod currently. I've just been busy, unfortunately. I really like modding, I just don't get to do it a lot anymore. Install from disk. Installed NIFTools. Is the right one? Yes sir! Yes sir! Oh my god, it just has an update button right there. Could I have just used this the whole time? I don't know what that means. Stop it. Stop it, Python. No, I don't care. I'm sorry. Alright. I think this should be fine now. Wireframe. Export. Not much NIF. Please work. Oh god, I'm begging you to please work. Why? What is this? I don't understand. Will this work though? That is the question. Will it work? If not, I'm gonna have to really figure out how, like, what's wrong with this, because I remember this is how you do it. You have to export it. Maybe. Let me check out my Fallout 4 video, because that's the tool that I need for it. My Fallout 4 video has the correct plugin or whatever. See, one of the beauties of having made so many tutorials is that whenever I forget how to do something, I can just look it up. And I can use my tutorial on how I did it. So, if you ever don't want to forget something, just, you know, make a tutorial on it. I guess if for nobody but yourself. The Pie-Niffly add-on. That's what it's called. This is what I wanted. Oh, wait. This is get it from GitHub. What? Wait a second. Search. Releases. Pie-Niffly does it. Yes, this is what I wanted. Thank you, Bad Dog Sky. We will Blender, tools, add-ons, and then drag that sucker right in there. When I migrated all my stuff over to my new computer, the one that I'm using right now, I lost a lot of my add-ons and stuff, so that was one of them that I lost. Alright, then we go up to Edit, Preferences, and then stuff from disk. I'm an EP guy right now. I think once I hopefully get this into game today and I just get to see how it looks, or I guess scale. I'll check the scale of it. That's probably where we'll end it today, and then we'll hop into the sculpting tomorrow. But we're not quite there yet. We want to add-ons, and this was an IO scene, blah 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 blah. There we go. This is what I want. This is what I want. Okay. Export. Nif with Pie-Niffly. That's what I wanted. This is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Bad Dog Sky. I will literally kiss you on the lips. Don't need that. I don't have bones. Don't want that. Okay, cool. White Run Throne.nif. And then export with Niffly. And there was no errors. Maybe this actually worked. I'm just always gonna link to that add-on specifically because the add-on that is on, actually, knock on wood. Let's see, make sure that this worked. Throne, meshes. Yeah, meshes, furniture. Nope. Architecture, Whiterun, clutter. Fuck, where is it? Yikes, where did I put it? There we go. Here it is. Drag her in. Yes! Yippee! Okay, cool. I am always linking to this add-on in all my videos from now on because it's the only one that works and it is really cool and I like it. Okay, cool. So now let's grab this guy. And then, oops, nope, not that. Oops, nope, not that. Going to open up another instance of Nifscope. We're going to drag in my recent files, all throws expanded, and then we are going to go ahead and here, paste. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, and then we're going to transform, edit. Yes, I want to continue. And then which rotation is it? Is the Y? I think it's the Y. So Y is up and down. No, it's not. I fucking lied to you. I'm so sorry. It's the P. It is not the P. It is the R. Yep, sure is. I knew that the whole time. I was just testing you. Okay, accept. And that looks pretty well lined up to me. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then now I want to put the lighting and shader property from this onto this, which I can do by going into, here, click 9. Now it's there. Yeah, that's okay because this is not UV unwrapped at all, which is why it looks like shit in duty garbage. Then we can just go ahead and get rid of that. And then we can just go ahead and get rid of that. And then we can just go ahead and get rid of that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's fucking go, bitch. Maybe I should have UV on the Raptors just so it wasn't straight black. Because it's gonna look like Jarl Balgruuf sitting on a fucking void. But it should be okay. Like I said, it's not gonna look like this at the end. It's just going to. Sorry, I gotta switch out headphones. Make sure this is still working. Wait for the music to kick back in. Okay, we're good. Oh shit! There we go. It's on the ground. Man down. Alright. This works. This is good. I am a professional modder. I'm very good at this. Don't tread on my modding. It is the best there ever was. Okay, I think this is good. I don't remember any other steps that you need to do. I don't think there is any. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Actually, I should have double checked the... Oh shit, did I just override the original one? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Furniture marker node. I think this is fine. I think this is probably all totally fine, and I don't need to worry about it. Okay, cool. Close all this, and then we will go ahead and find throne. Throne Winterhold. Why is Whiterun's not here? What the fuck? Windhelm, no. WR Throne 1. There we go. Why are all of them named fine except that one? What the hell? Again, Bethesda hates me specifically. It is me that is the problem with them. Model. We will just change it to this one, temporarily. I suppose I could just throw it in the meshes folder, but I'm not going to do that because I'm fucking stupid. Art, Blender projects. Where's the throne? Oh, Skyrim mods, thrones, Whiterun. Wait, no, that's wrong. Meshes. Nope, that was right. Wait, no, that was wrong again. I'm wrong. I'm so sorry. Whiterun, WR Clutter, mine, open, invalid directory. Kiss my butt. I think I do have to put it in the meshes folder. What is wrong with me? How do I not remember these things? Steam. Steam apps. Common. Skyrim Special Edition. Data. Meshes. And then we will just go ahead and new. Thrones. Expand. I guess that's just the name of the mod now. I think that's what I'm going with. I think I should probably put that in a furniture folder, but I don't give a CRAP. That spells crap. Okay. Now can I open it? That's expanded. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Okay, cool. It's even got the funky ass texture on it. I actually kind of like that it's actually like all along the bottom like that. It's funny. Okay, cool. Ah, it's gonna look so sick. Ah, it's gonna look so cool. I'm almost a little worried it's not big enough. I kind of, you know, Jay Ronnie, he asked for a big throne. I feel like I'm delivering a kind of big throne, pretty big throne, but he asked for a big throne. So it might have to be bigger. I will think on it tonight, but that should be good. Oh wait, hold on. I do want to check out Dragon's Reach. Why is it not just here? Why is it not just there? What the fuck? Oh, I guess I'm gonna. Oh. I truly am guessing that Whiterun was one of the first places that was worked on by Bethesda when they were... Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Oh no. Oh god. Oh, right, there we go. I'm guessing that Whiterun was one of the first places that was worked on by Bethesda because there's a lot of, like, weird nomenclature with it, in my humble opinion. Oh my god, it's just like this? It's just like this? What the fuck? What the actual crap is going on? Why is it like this? Is this the upstairs? Where's the downstairs? There's no downstairs on this version of the map. This is the upstairs. Okay. So can I get into this marker, please? Nope. I don't want them going away entirely. Fuck. Where's that pop up? Yes to all, and then view door. Yes, I want to go into Dragon's Rouge. Please take me there. Yes to all. Yes to all. That's fine. Okay. Now this is what I'm talking about. God, it's such a cool place. Anywho, let's go ahead and zoom on in. Fuck, where are we? I really just want this to work. Please. Pretty please. Aha! Where's the throne? Is the throne here? Is there no throne? No more throne? No throne for Noah? I wonder if it always looks like this. Because it looks like it has a bunch of markers in its place. What are these markers? Please tell me what these markers are. Nope, that's the missing fucking file icon. What the hell? What is going on? It's Joe just getting out. What's going on? Let's do thrones expanded. No, here's the thing. I don't know why it's not working. What the fuck is going on? Marker error should not be no marker error. What the fuck? The throne is right there. It's working. It should be fine. It was working a second ago. What the hell? If I open you up, what's wrong with you? Fuck, no. It's dark. See, it's right there. Fucking open with Nifscope. I want you to open up Nifscope forever, please. To zoom shot. Nifscope. And, see, he's there. He's fine. Under. Oh, you know what? You know exactly what? Oh, no, that's not right. You know what? You know exactly what? Oh. Yeah, this is good enough. I don't know why it's not working. That's really bizarre and weird. That's really weird and bizarre and not cool to me. What if I put the normal one in? If I put the actual one in, what will that look like? Okay, okay. Is it still broken? It sure seems like it's still broken. It's still broken. What the fuck? Is it because I'm just editing the one that currently exists? Do I need to add a new one? Do I need to duplicate and add a new one? Is that what I need to do? Thing is that I don't want all the markers to be gone. The markers shouldn't be gone. What if I duplicate? If I duplicate. Is it because I don't have a static mesh for it? Is that why? That could be why. Because there's a static here. What if I... That shouldn't be the issue though, should it? That doesn't seem like it would be the issue, I don't think. Because it shows up for a second, then it's not there. Why are you not working? See, is there any errors over here I'm not familiar with? No, it's not giving me any errors over here. just don't know why it's not showing up. Go to here. No? No set? This is my thinking face. I'm thinking right now. I don't know what the issue is. On to you asking. No upload and then question mark. Missing model. I'm reading and I'm not seeing a solution. Thing is, what's weird is that it's not registering the old model. That is what's bizarre to me. What if I copy... What if I copy this? And then I put it in here. No, not gonna let me. No, not gonna let me. Not gonna let me. Okay, do that. It's okay. And then model. Why are you empty? I don't get it. I really do not understand what the fuck the problem is. What if I just new? Can I do new? Can I, okay. Nope, don't save changes. I don't want that plugin file. Fuck, it's still on that plugin file. God damn it. I have to deselect the plugin file. Is it something to do with no scope? Some people say it might have something maybe to do with no scope. Nope, that's not it. I don't know. I've never had this issue before. What if I try it on just like a static shape or something? What if I try that? White world, and then yes. Alright. Can we just double click on one of these? This is the wrong fucking one. What the hell? I picked one. I thought Dragon's Reach 1 was the correct one. I would have imagined so, since it was okay. Not so. No say. Nope, this one's not correct as well. Okay, fine. We'll just go ahead and take me to the correct one. I was on the right one. I don't understand. Wait, is that the throne? It's there! I don't know what fixed it, but it is there! Yippee! Yippee! It's a little... Oh! I'm sorry. No sir. No sir. Can you move forward? Can you move forward? Can I move you forward? Which way is forward? What if I... Oh, nope, that way is not forward. That way is not forward. Is that way forward? That was backwards. That's forwards. Okay, so we'll go 5. Nope. That was backwards again. Nope. We'll do 65. So that seems about right. That's about right. Okay, so this is a lot bigger, and then also the dragon skull is gonna have to go up a bit. Just a wee bit, I think. Me thinks. Wow. It is connected to the fucking wall. Of course it is. Of course it's connected to the fucking wall. Okay. Whatever. Bethesda hates Noah. That's okay. I didn't like them much anyways. Alright, let's see. Hold on, let me check. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm sending a message. Sorry, y'all. Sending a message. All right. Sorry. That was very rude and unprofessional of me. All right, but this is looking good. This is looking good. It's still a little bit too far forward though. That's what I was doing. I was sending it backwards. Was I sending it? This is fucking Aventus again. I'm sending it backwards. Let's do 8. Is that good? Is that good for Noah? That's good for Noah. That's fine. What the fuck is this marker on top? That I don't fucking get. Doesn't seem to matter though. This should be fine. Okay. It is working. That is okay. Let's just keep that open just in case. And then we're going to go into Vortex. We're gonna open up Skyrim and make sure that this shit is working. Thank you, Arneson. Thank you for coming on in. Hate speech is not allowed. But
my ink wishes you well.
Alright. Loading up Skyrim. I gotta make sure that the mod is active. Plugins. Let's see here. Is it gonna show up? Thrones expanded. Enabled. Alright, and open that bitch up. Let's make sure that this is working, and so long as it is, and it's looking nice, and I'm having a good time, we will end the stream thereafter. I don't know why it's windowed. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I already did all this. I guess we're gonna sit here while this downloads now. Thank you, Bethesda. I don't know why she's also windowed mode. I literally did all of this like 2 days ago. What the hell? I get to sit here and listen to the music blast in my ears. I don't think you guys can hear that though. I'm pretty sure I have my stream audio off. I would love to know, but I also cannot get out of this window, which is very cool. So we'll just wait here. No, not the Spotify music, the in-game music. Right, you can't hear the in-game music? Yeah, oh. Okay, good. I turned it off because I'm not sure if I'll get copyright striked for using Skyrim's music. I would imagine probably not, since it's just in-game. But Daddy isn't taking that risk. How is the volume on the Spotify music, the chill, cool beats music? Is that good? Perfect. Sick. Very, very cool. Thing is that I partially control how loud that is by making it louder in my ears too. So the chill music is currently pretty loud in my ears, and if I were to have to turn it any higher, that would be quite uncomfortable and not fun for Noah, but that's okay. It's a comfortable volume for me right now, and it's good to know that it's also comfortable for the viewership. A 2.5 hour stream today, though, that's pretty good. My last one was 30 minutes because I fucked it up, so we're winning right now. Let's see here. Okay, thank the Lord. Praise him. We're going to... my character for testing is called Gumwar the Beautiful. That's the full length of Dune Part 2. I'm a filmmaker. And my sensitivity's all messed up. What the hell, Skyrim? What happened to you? Why are you like this now? Currently, presently. Saved all this. Gameplay look sensitivity. Bring that up. Did it undo all of my... It did. What the fuck? What happened to Skyrim? Who hurt you? Alright. That means... Oh no, but my controls are the same, and that sensitivity is not high enough. Now you guys just get to watch me play around with my sensitivity. Dude, Gumwar's stunning. Look at her. I feel like she needs face paint or something, because she's a little starking to look at with a forehead that big. I wish I still had the preset for my last testing character, Sunburn the Beautiful. But I lost the preset when I switched computers, so now we're with Gumwar. That's why she looks like that. Literally drooling. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's make sure that this throne is working and that I can sit on it. It looks like it's working. It looks like it's in the game. Looks like Balgruff is sitting on it. Today's a good day to be Noah. I'm absolutely winning right now. I'm batting zeros. What the fuck? Why? Why is your arm so high? Your arm's mostly fine on that side. Why is it so high on this side? What the hell? I lined it up exactly. Is his arm always just floating like that? But I actually like this quite a bit. It's a pretty cool throne. I think it's a lot more... Please ignore the textures and the fact that it looks like it just came out of RuneScape. This is just the block out to make sure that everything fits correctly for my viewers that are just joining now. But I like the size. I like the size quite a bit. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to take a seat in it. Gumwar is the queen now. Look at how stunning and brave she is. I don't like that it's floating right there. He's hover-handing the throne. Doesn't want the chair to think that he's into it. Yeah, that's probably why. Gumwar is the same way. She is not here to get canceled. I cannot fucking believe that that is like that. I will fix it tomorrow, and I will fix it in the stream tomorrow when we do the sculpt. That'll just be as simple as just going, you know. But I like the size of it. Somebody was in chat earlier, Jay Ronnie, shout out Jay Ronnie. He was saying he wants a big throne. He needs to be huge. I'm thinking maybe we ditch the dragon skull, or I mess with the mesh object for that to get it higher or something, and then possibly make this sucker even bigger, maybe. Though the butt lines up good. Sitting on the throne, the feet line up good too. That's all fine. It's literally just the arms, which is funny because that was the one part that I really thought I nailed, because they are lined up literally exactly. See, this arm is mostly fine. This arm's actually fine. I don't know what is up with that one. That leads me to believe that Jarl Bulgriff has been hover-handing the throne since day one, even with the vanilla mesh, and just no one's noticed before. But the fact that he sits on it as well makes me very happy and makes me very confident I did not fuck it up. Because let's look at Blender real quick. Let me just show that I'm not crazy. If we look at the data here in Blender, you can see that, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. No, you know what? That is lined up exactly. I think I was played by Bethesda. I think Bethesda is playing me. Yeah, see, look, that is exactly lined up. That is exactly lined up. Alright, well, so long as I'm not crazy, I will fix this mesh tomorrow when we do the sculpting stream. I gotta fix the cam so I'm not in slouch mode anymore. Bethesda is bad, is confirmed, thank you. My chat is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Appeasing, and I appreciate that. Oh, I just realized Arneson followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I thought it was supposed to alert when I got a follower. Did I miss the alert? I think I might have missed the alert. I'll have to go back and review the VOD. It did alert? Yippee! It works! It works! Because I tested the alerts before we got in today because I wanted to be extra certain. I was busy in the mines. I was stressing. But we're good. All right, well, I am pretty happy with this. I think the scale is pretty good. We might mess around with it a little bit more. I might drag these heads out a little bit so they're like more out this way just so we don't have to move the dragon skull in the back. Might widen it out a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you to everybody who tuned in for the stream today. You guys are what keeps me going in these dark and dangerous times. I appreciate everybody who tuned into the last stream as well. Also, I want to do a quick shout out to the YouTube members. We got one right now. We picked him up in the last stream. Big appreciation to... I don't know how to find him. YouTube doesn't just show me a list of my members. What the hell? I have to go all the way into the deep depths of YouTube to see my members. Alright, thank you to Light NVS. You are our first member on YouTube. Can I get a shout out in chat to Light NVS? Thank you so much for joining. I do genuinely really appreciate it. You are what keeps me going, as well as the rest of you. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching the VODs and keeping up to date. New one is coming out tomorrow when I do the sculpting stream. So don't miss out on that, because I might also do texturing if it goes fast enough. Thank you guys again, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.